Did you know, though, Whitney Houston was singer Bobby Brown's love of his life, but Janet Jackson was the biggest crush of his life? Bobby Brown is known as one of the pioneers of New Jack Swing, started his music journey with New Edition before going solo and causing absolute chaos in the tabloids. His headline-grabbing marriage to Whitney was legendary. But wait for it. Bobby's romantic escapades go way beyond the spotlight. We're spilling the tea on the messy, wild, and oh-so-secret love affairs Bobby had behind his 4 baby mamas. Buckle up, hit that like button, and dive into the drama, because the Bobby Brown Love Life Chronicles are the gift that keeps on giving. Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston's love story kicked off at the 1989 Soul Train Music Awards, where sparks flew faster than a 90s boy band reunion. Their friendship blossomed into a romance, and in 1991, Brown popped the question. By 1992, they tied the knot at Whitney's estate in a wedding so glamorous it probably gave the Grammys FOMO. Their marriage had its moments, like welcoming their daughter, Bobby Christina, in 1993, who inherited her mom's talent and even joined Whitney on stage for sweet performances like My Love Is Your Love. The couple also teamed up musically with their hit Something in Common. But behind the scenes, things were messier than a celebrity roast. Rumors of infidelity, drug use, and drama, including a 2003 battery charge against Brown, kept tabloids busy. By 2006, Whitney decided to call it quits, filing for divorce and gaining custody of Bobby Christina. Fast forward to 2012. Whitney's untimely death rocked the world, and Bobby's awkward exit from her memorial service added a final chapter to their turbulent tale. Tragically, the heartbreak didn't end there. Bobby Christina passed away in 2015 after being found unresponsive in her bathtub, leaving behind a legacy as bittersweet as her parents' roller coaster romance. After a roller coaster ride of heartbreaks and headline-worthy drama, Bobby Brown found his anchor in his longtime friend turned manager turned wife, Alicia Etheridge Brown. Fun fact, Alicia was even at Bobby's wedding to Whitney Houston and hilariously convinced him to say "I do" to Whitney. Fast forward to 2012, and it was her turn to walk down the aisle with Bobby in a stunning Hawaii ceremony. Before their nuptials, they already had a little musical prodigy, Cassius, born in May 2009, who's been jamming on stage with his dad ever since. The dynamic duo didn't stop there. They added 2 adorable daughters to their family, Bodhi in 2015 and Hendrix in July 2016. It's a full house of love, music, and maybe just a sprinkle of chaos. In a candid and totally entertaining moment, Bobby Brown dropped the mic in a documentary, admitting that while Whitney Houston was the love of his life, Janet Jackson was his ultimate crush. Cue the tea. Flashing back to their 80s fling, Bobby spilled that things fizzled faster than an old cassette tape when Janet called it quits. Why? Apparently, her dad wasn't vibing with the idea of his pop princess dating a guy from the projects. Bobby Brown and Madonna's whirlwind fling started like a scene from a steamy rom-com when she showed up at a New Edition gig and one of Bobby's bodyguards busted them canoodling in the back of his limo. Sparks flew, and before you could say, "Material Girl," they were sneaking off for bathroom rendezvous that Brown later dished about in his memoir, Every Little Step. But according to Bobby, Madonna's 2 wild antics had him tapping out. Madonna was bold, bossy, and not one to ask permission, basically the queen of "I want it, I got it." Bobby Brown crashing at Karine Steffans' place after Whitney Houston cut him off sounds like the setup for a sitcom, but their odd couple vibes were anything but funny to her. According to Steffans, their friendship quickly spiraled into chaos, with Bobby playing the role of an unfiltered houseguest from reality TV hell. She painted him as the ultimate bad influence, recounting how he once drove her son to school while allegedly tipsy and nearly torched her house. As a cherry on this messy Sunday, Steffans posted a video of Bobby snoozing on her couch, proudly calling it her petty masterpiece of revenge. Karen White and Bobby Brown had a brief whirlwind romance that could have been ripped straight from a juicy 80s tabloid. Rumor has it their wild connection sparked while Karen was on tour with Bobby, even lending her voice to his sultry hit, Roni. The two turned heads at the star-studded 1989 Hollywood premiere of Ghostbusters 2, looking every bit the power couple. until Karen decided she'd had enough of Bobby's chaotic energy. After parting ways with Houston, he took a detour into reality TV land, briefly dating Tiffany Richardson, might remember as the America's Next Top Model contestant who didn't quite top anything. But hey, love is a journey, not a photo shoot. Eventually, he found his groove with Alicia Etheridge, his now wife. Bobby once had a fleeting romance with Dominique Simone, a retired adult film star who practically ruled the 1990s with over 200 steamy blockbusters to her name. Picture this. She was the Meryl Streep of the adult industry, collecting accolades and even landing a coveted spot in the AVN Hall of Fame. Let's just say, when it came to Dominique, Bobby wasn't just flipping through channels. He tuned in for the full feature. Before fame, Milica Williams was dating the man himself back in 1984. Fast forward to 1986, and voila, Bobby's eldest son, Landon, made his grand entrance into the world, just when Bobby was still a teenager himself at a ripe age of 17. But alas, romance fizzled out, and Bobby and Milica called it quits when little Landon was still in diapers. As for Landon, he's opened up about his childhood, revealing that growing up with a dad who was a mega star was like living in a reality show. During the 80s, Bobby had an off-and-on relationship with Kim Ward. Their most notable souvenir from this relationship? Their daughter LaPrincia, born in 1989. She's all about family time, often posting cozy pics. Oh, and she tied the knot in 2021 with Eddie Ray, a podcaster, because nothing says family bonding like a wedding in the digital age. Fast forward to 1991, when Bobby Jr. joined the party, just a few moments after Bobby proposed to Whitney Houston. Casual timing. Bobby Jr. had dreams of following in his dad's musical footsteps, but sadly, his life was cut short when he passed away in 2020 at 28 from an accidental overdose. If you enjoyed the video, support us by liking the video and remember to subscribe for such videos. See you in the next one.